Man, it's your boy Boss. Show me. Bring you another one.
Another one.
So your boy JSN just got paid. How does that affect Pickens? I'm gonna break it down. Y'all sit back. I got you.
Something to ride with, something to listen to when you hit the highway, something to roll with. When the music is grooving, you're there before you know it. Something to ride with, something to listen to when you hit the highway, something to roll with. When the music is grooving, you're there before you know it.
Yeah, man. So listen, some people go stop doubting your boy numbers. When I do these numbers, I don't be playing. So I already did content telling y'all that Pickens is gonna be worth about 40 plus, right? There's a lot of people, no, boss, no. The insider said 30. And I'm telling you, it was weaponized against Pickens. It was weaponized against Pickens the whole time. And I think it's all a part of the setup, right? Because if you already thinking that he worth 30 million because Calvin Watkins put that out there, then when the real numbers start coming out, then a lot of Cowboy fans gonna start turning on Pickens. And that's what I was talking about when I said when he really fighting for his money. The fight ain't started yet. It hasn't. But this is to break down, what's getting ready to happen, because you also have Puka Nacua, right? And the reports have been that he's seeking anywhere like 43 average per year. And so all of those numbers basically just helps Pickens, because the more the fans see what the market is going for number one receivers, the more they gonna start realizing that the average per year of 30 was never realistic in the first place. That's why you got to be able to calculate this stuff too. It's actually pretty simple. Let's go through history though, because I do want to show the history on this stuff, because it's very important. So when me and Star was talking about this, we was going back and forth with a lot of different people, a lot of different media people. And they was like, where are y'all getting this 40? Like, we just making this shit up. And it's real simple. You're supposed to do it by percentage of the cap, And so Fish was asking, because he had a number way under. He was talking like 30, 33. And I was like, ain't no way. Because the reason why I'm saying that ain't no way, because the cap is rising too aggressively. So put it like this: under the previous cap or CBA agreement, the cap was rising 10 million per year on average. 10 million per year. So now every year the cap is rising by around 25 million. So in 2 years, it takes what the previous cap used to take 5. That's how fast it's growing. So that creates the old saying, yesterday's price is not today's price. And so a lot of fans, they'll get sticker shock, because they'll say, damn, he's no Jefferson, he's no Chase. But yet the market is getting ready to reward Pickens, because it's not about what a lot of people think it is. So like this guy Tim, he said, seems like a lot of work to go through for a guess. And it's like, it's actually not. It's just based on the percentage of the cap when they signed it. Yep. And see, Star was keeping it real. She was like, it's a prediction based on the calculation that has led Boss to be right on market value. And so people was treating me like I was crazy when I was saying the market for tier 1 wide receiver ones is around 43. So then you see JSN coming in 42. So, I mean, that's why I say, so man, like, and I do it every year. Like, every year I hit these numbers on the head because it's not hard. So, and I showed it, all right, from multiple sources. Alex Sherman, an analyst from CNBC, right? And this tells you exactly how to do it. It's simple. So what was happening in basketball, because this applies across all sports, just like football is right now, basketball was growing at around 24 million per year. And you can see that right here. So it's so sharp that the numbers normally associated with certain types of players can go out the window. So with the cap rising dramatically, this is the key. It's more accurate. Hold on, man. Turn off the music. It's more accurate to view contracts as a percentage of the total cap. It's more accurate. So when you comparing these guys, you got to compare these guys based on percentage of the cap when they signed it, if you want to be more accurate. Now, I don't care what media person disagrees with me. I don't care about none of that, because I've been right. They've been wrong. For real. Like, for real. Like, you know, so this JSN is showing that. And I even did a video, and I'm gonna say what it means for Pickens. It said, I calculated the real market value of Pickens. It's gonna hurt a lot of feelings, but the market value of Pickens is around 40 million. Anything under 40, average per year, is a great deal. I was right. And it's easy to come to that. It's not even hard to figure that out. You know how you figure that out? The perfect comp this is what Mike Fisher said. Who are you comparing Pickens to? Who is the easiest person to compare him to? CeeDee Lamb. You saw them side by side with the same quarterback in the same system, and you saw superior results with Pickens. So at that time, when CeeDee Lamb signed, the percentage of the cap that he took up, as in terms of the average per year, was 13%. Because remember, his average was 34 million. But that was 2 years ago. The cap rose by 50 million since then. So then you got to say, what's today's price? Today's price is 40. If you take 13% times, or 13.3%, that's what CeeDee Lamb was, times the new cap of 301, that is $40 million. And JSN just solidified that even more. So the more that receivers get into the market, the easier it is for Pickens to justify his work. Because when you see other top receivers getting way more than Chase, way more than Jefferson, then people begin to figure it out. Like, that's just because the market has reset. Yeah. So that's how you know it's 40 million. So then I'm gonna show y'all a couple of more things that's kind of funny when I look at this, and then we go talk about this from a bigger picture too. The crazy thing is, I warned about this before. I was showing this when I predicted Micah's value. If y'all don't remember, I predicted that Micah's market value, according to the percentage of the cap of his peers, And it's real simple. This is not hard stuff. All you had to do is go look at every one of these guys and see what it was when they signed. When Crosby signed, he was 12.5% of the cap. When Bosa signed, he was 15% of the cap. TJ was 13%. Miles, the first contract was 12%. What's crazier, in his 30s and older, he got them for 14%. And so remember, I start asking y'all, what percentage is Micah to Miles? And remember, we started having that conversation. If Miles is getting 12 to 14%, what should Micah get? Y'all remember me asking that? And I showed people that should be around 45 million. And what happened? Micah, when he went to Green Bay, signed for 46 on the average per year. Yep. Now, why am I talking about Micah? What do that got to do with Pickens? Because I'm showing y'all something that these other receivers and the Dallas Cowboys raised their own price. And so this is what I also said. I said Micah just got another pay raise. Even if Micah's deal is friendly, Cleveland paid an older defensive end $40 million APY and the highest guarantee. So that gave Micah leverage against Dallas. And the same thing is happening for Pickens right now. Now, I know what a lot of y'all gonna say, because I've been doing this a long time. I know the typical responses when I start talking about this. People start saying, Pickens can't ask for 42, 43. He is no JSN. He is no Puka Nacua. He doesn't have a Super Bowl. And see, that's the mistake that we always make. Because I'm going to explain this, and it's true. It's not about the individual accolades. It's about the tier. It's the tier that you're in. If you are in wide receiver 1 tier, that's when you are going to receive around the market value. That's just how I go. Yep. So, and that's what Pickens is. He is in tier 1 value. Yeah. It's about the tier. So if you can be considered a number 1, you are in the tier. Now, some guys are going to go up there and command. Because see, JSN, he really showed that he's friendly. If you want me to be honest, he was friendly. Because the previous best, if you calculated Chase to today's market value, it's at 43. So the fact that he came in at 42, he really was low-key doing Seattle a solid. Because he could have put his foot down and said, nah, give me 43 average per year. Yep, he didn't. See, Puka go come in there, give me that 43. Yeah, and so my boy Ty Church say, I still believe 38 is the price. That'll be a great number, dog. That would be a great number for Pickens. Anything under 40 million is a super deal. Anything under 40. Cause see, what Pickens would be saying is I'm less than CD. That's what he would really be saying. Cause if CD commanded 13.3%, then Pickens should be able to say, I'm right there too, homeboy. in today's price. And to teach Ty Church point, to be honest, the only way that I see this whole deal getting done, the only way is Pickens gonna have to come in there team friendly. To Ty Church point. See, I'm keeping it real now. See, I'm telling you, if Pickens leave this whole thing to David Mulugeta, it's gonna be ugly, y'all, and it's not go in well. It's not go in well. It's gonna likely end with Pickens gone. Boy, I'm telling you the truth. Ooh. And then he say Pickens is not CD. He needs 2 more years. They not gonna look at it like that. And see, the way they go look at it is they go look at it based on what you did with similar quarterbacks. Cause see, Pickens got an easy case. Pickens could easily say, if I played with Dak my whole career, my numbers would be just like CD or better. He can't make that case. Ooh, see, y'all getting messy. Messy. Let me turn off the music and answer this question real quick. He say, knowing this, would you draft a wide receiver at 12 if Tate is there?
You can't handle the truth. You want answers? You can't handle the truth. You want answers?
I would draft Tate in a heartbeat. I'm talking about did you see me blink? Faster than that. Yep. See, I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm a fan of the Cowboys. I'm not a Players fan. And if you get a chance to get a Tate or a Tyson at 12, shit, that shifts a lot of leverage right back to your Dallas Cowboys. That takes the peel right, that takes the ball right out of Davis' hand. Listen, if you get Tate or Tyson, I'm telling you, boy, that boy Jerry, ooh, I'll be like, you evil mother, but I like it. Oh my Lord. So I'm telling you, I would do it in a heartbeat. Cause see, I'm gonna do a show on that because people starting to mock Tate to us. I'm gonna do a video on that about what it would mean for us to be able to get a weapon at 12, which likely is gonna be the case. It's gonna likely be a super dope weapon sitting there at 12. What you gonna do, Dallas? What you gonna do? You gonna let David hold your feet to the fire? Or are you gonna say, listen, let's go get one of these young bulls. Let's put him with Dak. He gonna be the number 3. Pickens gonna be the number 2. CD gonna be the number 1. That's how we gonna play this thing. We gonna watch all these dudes all the way up to the trade deadline. If we not seeing no massive separating, we're trading Pickens out of here. And we go take the next best pick. So, it would make sense. A lot of people can't handle the truth in that, but
You can't handle the truth.
and I think a lot of fans need to really see and grow confidence that if you get a top receiver and put him under all pro, y'all need to see that whole thing work. So we won't have receiver worship like we had this year. Because the receiver worship was crazy. That's a whole nother subject. But let me get back to this real quick and just explain a couple of things. But as of now though, that boy Pickens got the leverage. He got the money leverage. So don't let nobody tell you he don't. He does. See, now that JSN got that 42 average per year and Puka go hit around 43, you watch. That's going to make it easy for the fans to stomach 40 for George. Because his should be 38 to 40, but really, he should be dead on 40. If he come anything under that, he played himself. He basically just gave Jerry Neal millions. So, and somebody say stick with the draft plan. Ooh, wait. Boy, y'all some gangsters. I'm not mad at y'all. Yep. Listen, hey, and that's, listen, if you dealing with David Mulligetta, it has nothing to do with Pickens. If Pickens is surrendering the negotiations all to David, well, it can get ugly. See, what did Jerry say? Y'all know me. Hold on, let me see if I got that clip. Hold on, let me see if I still got that clip. That boy Jerry say, y'all know me by now. I can handle this. I can be nice. What's that? Or I could be the other way too. Let me see if I got that clip. Man, I sure got that clip somewhere. Let me see if I got that boy. That boy Jerry went crazy. Let me see if I got that. Because that'd be a perfect way to end this. Oh, man. Boy, that boy Jerry told them boys, y'all know me by now. I ain't got it right here, I don't. Yeah, anyway. But see, bottom line is this. Just like waiting was raising a price, waiting is raising a price. So for those of us who won't, and see, let me tell you why this should piss some of y'all off if y'all want me to be honest. If y'all want me to be honest, and then he said, talking about Jerry said he drafted nothing but defense. I think Jerry would be a damn fool. Don't you ever in your life, Jerry, come in some stupid ass shit like that. Like, we gonna just draft all defense. What if you get wiped out? Like, damn, I hate hearing shit like that. That's so stupid. Like, if you got dope offense sitting there at 12 and most of your defense been wiped out, you know what some Cowboy fans gonna say? Go defense. Be like, don't do that. If you got Love sitting right there or Tate sitting right there, man, boy, I'd be like, boy, y'all, you should riot. You should be like, I'm so sick of y'all being stupid. Like, for real. Jerry, I ain't talking about the fans. I'm talking about Jerry, boy. Boy, listen. Nah, man, you better. Yeah. All right, let me take this comment, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. It's funny. My boy say, here's another perspective. Basic math: 40 plus 28 divided by 2 is 34. Jerry like to use leverage to persuade players to accept them friendly deals. Nah. Because David Mulligetta is going to easily teach Pickens that you are worth the percentage of the cap. Real simple math. So, and he go make it real simple for him. He go say, listen, you played just as good or better than CeeDee Lamb. He got 13% of the cap when he got his. So if you play just as good or better than him under the same quarterback, then 13% of today's cap is $40 million. So if Jerry came to him with that simple math like that and said, hey, I want to give you 34, Pickens is going to laugh in his face, as he should. He's going to laugh right in his face. Because basically that's taking around $5 million per year on average out of Pickens' pocket. So in a 4-year contract, we talking about $20 million on average. Ain't nobody stupid like that to be like, yeah, I'm gonna give the Cowboys $20 million.
Finesse, 2 on.
That'll be over finessing, and Pickens ain't gonna go for it. You know, he not. And see, that's why I'm telling y'all that $30 million that was leaked out there that came from Calvin Watkins, that was weaponized against Pickens. So that when he start asking for what his real worth, because like Pickens, I put it like this: Pickens would be the dumbest person in the world. You would be so dumb to take what CD got 2 years ago, with the cap rising by $50 million. You would be a complete nut dummy. And I would frankly be disappointed. I'd be like, boy, you stupid. Boy, you gotta have a 5th grade education. He said, if I'm Jerry, tell David we would take it 1 first if we get a top wide receiver trade now to get help this year. And see, coach, we gonna start seeing that. Because fans, they figuring it out, coach. They figuring it out. And see, I'm gonna tell you, if you get a big receiver in here, like a Tate or somebody, yeah. And somebody said if Dallas draft a wide receiver in round 1, Pickens would be traded. Yep. And it likely gonna make sense too. It would likely make sense too. As much as y'all hate to hear that, it would make sense likely. Cause see, all you gotta do is watch what happens when a wide receiver come in here as the number 2. And when you seeing it with your own eyes, when you over here like, shit, Tate looking just as good. Or maybe when you see it with your own eyes, then all the people go start. It's gonna start being about business. People gonna start saying, "Yeah, you can trade him." I'm telling you. So anyway, but right now Pickens got the leverage. That's what's going on. He got the leverage, and if Dallas don't draft a receiver, then that's gonna give more leverage for Pickens. And I will say this: the worst thing that's going on right now is the fact that there's no talks. That's the worst thing that's going on right now. Because see, free agency is starting to get into week 3, week 4, and that means we starting to drop. So if there was any deals that you could get done, you would be able to speed that up if you was able to get Pickens done. So, and they not doing that. So it's actually hurting their ability to get better because their big ticket item, which is Pickens, it's Pickens. It's tying up the ability to be able to build. So anyway, I want to fully explain this, that y'all should see now that I never was playing when I was telling y'all that Pickens market value on the average was going to be 40. So when you see JSN, now you going to start seeing more and more people come around to that number. Because now y'all going to see that I wasn't just talking. I wasn't just talking when I said that. I wasn't being opposite when I said that. I was saying that Calvin Watkins, when he put out that 30 billion, that never was even close to what Pickens is worth in today's dollars. There's no way possible, y'all, that he would ever even consider 30 or even 34. I got multiple bets out there that he taking easily over 35. That's easy. Easy. That would be the deal of a lifetime if he go for 35. That would literally be the deal of a lifetime. But likely that's not going to happen, y'all, because he would have to do that deal himself. Pickens would have to do that deal because David Mulugeta is not doing that deal. Straight up. So anyway, man, it's your boy Boss Cowboy. I want to talk about this. I'm also starting to see more mocks of receivers at 12. I want to talk about that. I'm likely to do a video on that because that's interesting. Ooh, that is very interesting. And that would be exciting football too, but also I'm not convinced that that's winning football. But if you like this type of content, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe. It's your boy Boss Show Me, bring you another one. Also, if you like this type of content and you want to help in any way possible, you could also cash out to Boss Cowboy Sports. But until the next live, until the next video, it's your boy Boss Show Me, bring you another one. I'm out. Out this mug, you hear me, man? Boss gonna have to say that boy Boss was right. Boss told y'all it was gonna be 40. If it's under 40, it's a super deal. I told you, super deal.
Something to ride with, something to listen to when you hit the high.